Bring back some of the old concept that we were taught as children. And I believe most of the reason that we find ourselves in the conditions that we are in today is really simply this. It boils down to one word: manners. Most folks have lost their manners, right? Mind your business. Stay out of grown folks' business. Speak when spoken to, right? Don't be a tattletale. All of these things that grandma, big mama, and them instilled in us, we lost that. To say thank you, may I have, and please, excuse me.
Good old-fashioned manners.
Just manners. If we were to incorporate manners back into the mindset of young folks, hell, and old folks too, not just young folks, into people, into the community, we would have a different community. So I'm wishing and I'm hoping and I'm praying that this walkathon leads to people having conversations about manners again. Real simple, just the manners. What is manners? And we can start there.
Okay. Well, one of the things I was blessed with my work was, and some people may not look at it as a blessing, was the ability to go into the prisons and speak to young people and do workshops. And I even taught a class of women that were in, young women that were in Rosie's, Rosie M. Singer out on Rikers Island. And one of the things that I truly remember from each group that I ever worked with was that they were sorry that they did, whatever part they had. And these were younger kids. These weren't the ones that were older and said, well, I didn't do it. You get a lot of that. But with the young folks, it's kind of like, I didn't think. And one of the things that we know is that a young person, it takes years before you have what's called consequential thinking. Consequential thinking is a result of growing older and wiser and having some experiences and knowing the difference between making a decision just because, or not making a decision but just going along to get along, and the difference between thinking about, like, if I do this, if I pull the trigger, if I kidnap people, if I hold them against their will, I'm going to do time. So I'm not going to do this. That's having consequential thinking. Most of the time parents don't talk to their young people about thinking about the end. Look at the end while you're at the beginning. I think that this Jail Ain't No Good March is a prime example of how we can bring that to light. I always say that on the microphone when we're moving floats. Speaking of floats, while it's not really a parade, the floats made the walkathon exciting.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? It gives people something to watch. So Street Corner Resources has a float. And we're going to also probably have a DJ and some microphones, right? And we're hoping to excite young people in the community and just come on, walk with us while we're walking at that moment. No sign up, no nothing, if they want to just jump in, right? But if they want, they can also sign up and raise money in the walkathon, right?
So there is a part to the walkathon because the word itself, walkathon, and if you think about Jerry's Kids, or you think about Andy,
Jerry's
you
Kids.
know what I mean, Lou Rawls and his piece, the college funds, you donated money for education, and so this is the same thing. We're asking people to walk and to get sponsorship, and that sponsorship could be $5 per mile, and it's a 4-mile walk, 4K. And if you can get someone to sponsor you, it's only $20 per person, or $200 for the organization, and they can use this as a fundraiser for themselves. But we want people beyond the fundraiser. We want people to be engaging. We want people to come out and see that there are resource tables, see the information. I was at a meeting this morning, and it was with the EOC. EOC was
Educational Opportunity Center.
All right, which is also located in the Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Harlem State Office building. But most folks don't know. They have a GED.
Yeah, that's on the 11th floor. It's actually the Manhattan MEOC. Manhattan Educational Opportunity Center.
Yes, ma'am. I know you would know that.
Well, I've worked in collaboration with them for many years, off and on. They do have a great GED program.
Not only a GED program, right?
They have plumbing.
Not only plumbing.
They have technology.
Not only technology. Right now, for those who need to get their licenses, you can get your 30-hour
OSHA
class, OSHA certificate, so you can walk on any construction site and be able to be hired. They also have training for what is that bus you got? I know you don't really
CDL.
need. They have a CDL training.
Someone just asked,
and it's FREE.
and they're going to participate in the jail. Ain't
We
no
asked
good
them, and they said they would.
resources.
There's a group called Youth Build.
Right.
When Youth Build,
They teach construction, basic construction skills and techniques, so that young people will have enough to be able to enter the construction arena.
Correct.
And go on a job and be able to hold their own, so to speak, on a construction site while they learn even more. So Youth Build is great for that. I want to give them a shout out.
Shout out
They've
to
been
Youth
around
Build.
a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Can we also throw a challenge out?
Yeah.
I like to throw a challenge out to all the men who can hear my voice. And I like to say to my brothers, we can no longer be afraid of our sons and our daughters. We can no longer be afraid of our nieces and our nephews. That we can no longer allow the woman, mama, to bear this blunt by themselves. That we have to get in where we fit in, and we have to get out front. And we have to be big brothers, we have to be fathers, we have to be mentors. We have to come back into the lives of our youth in order to save our youth.
Yes.
And I challenge you to do that.
Great. I challenge every single brother in the range of my voice.
Yes, ma'am.
And even those that are not, I challenge those brothers to call on the brothers who are out of range, maybe in Jersey and Connecticut and Philly and Delaware. Show up.
Show out.
Yeah, show up and show out.
Yes,
represent. Come walk in the Jail Ain't No Good walkathon. Be present. Show your strength, your energy, and whatever you didn't show your sons, in whatever your difficulty was. This is a great time to show your presence. Bring your sons. Bring your sons, and let them bring their friends, and their friends bring their friends.
That's
because
correct.
this is how we strengthen the backbone of our young people, to not see jail as a badge of honor, or prison or doing time as a badge of honor. Incarceration, there's no badge of honor being in solitary confinement.
I once asked a question, and it's a rhetorical question, to a group of young folks. I said, what do you find in every institution, whether it's male or female, whether it's a maximum security institution or lower camp, what do they have in common? And they answered with an array of questions. I said, but here's simply what you find in every institution, no matter what the security level is, no matter whether it's men and women. You find men and women getting older. And that's what happens. And so we don't want to have our youth lose the luster of life by committing something that will affect them for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years of their lives. So I thank you for allowing me to come and say that jail
ain't no good.
Jail
ain't no good.
I said jail
Ain't no good.
Jail
Ain't no good.
Jail
And I want to
ain't
give
no good.
a shout out really to Imam Ezekiel
El Pasha.
El Pasha
There you go.
at Masjid Malcolm Shabazz. You know, he started this walkathon, and I have to say, I remember when he started, it was very small, very few people.
Mm-hmm.
People were making fun of it, and he stayed steady.
Steady.
And I know that feeling. Some of my strength comes from watching people like him stay steady. If we got 5 people walk.
Correct.
If you got to speak and you got 2 people to speak, let 2 people speak. And so it grew from that.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're expanding it. Folks can come out, and even before coming out, they can get a float.
Yes.
Right?
And they can get on one of these floats.
Yeah.
I know you don't want nobody on your float.
No. It's not that I don't want them.
The children, the young folks. It's the young folks.
Everybody always says, you don't want nobody on your float. No, I want young people.
Understood.
My work is with young people.
Yeah.
The change that I put my energy into making is not for people to stand up and wave and look cute. They could do that on somebody else's float.
Yeah.
I'll take their children. Put your children on my float. This is not about being in the beauty pageant and you just stand up there and wave. We get a lot of those folks.
Okay.
And that makes that about them.
So we
this
don't
is
want that.
about, no, definitely not.
That, yes.
And the good thing is, I don't have no problem saying it.
Saying no.
I had to learn how to do that, even when people say, oh, you should let her and the boyfriend, and then, no. This is for the young people. We have to reach back and pull our young people closer. So this is not about us. It's about our young people. It's about embracing them. It's about not letting them go where men in our community have gone for so many years. They've disappeared. We want to keep our young people present. So the care is not really for what people think.
Understood.
It's for what we have to do.
Understood.
We have to save our young people.
I have just two departing words or sayings that I like before I end my session with you, Dr. SEKOU. One, in Al-Islam, we say, through scripture, let a small band of you come together, enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong. And so, if it started with 2-3 of us, and I like to end on this note, there was someone very great, and I'm going to let you put the name to this statement. Be the change you wish to see in your community.
Be the change you wish to see in your community. Is that Jesse Jackson?
No, that sounds like little Maya.
Angela.
Your people.
Come on now, that's my girl. Still I rise.
Still I rise.
Don't get me started.
Now, give me a
You
little
may
piece of
write
that.
me down in history
Yes,
with
ma'am.
your bitter, twisted lies.
Okay.
You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like air, I'll rise. I'll leave it right there.
I rise.
Jail ain't no good.
Jail ain't no
Join
good.
us in the walkathon.
April
Bring your
18th.
poems. Bring your words. Bring your statistics. Maybe I'll let you get on the mic and say a few things
April 18th.
about the stats. April 18th.
Yes.
Somebody
11
say
a.m.
April 18th. 11 a.m. 102 West 116th Street
Malcolm
at
X
Masjid.
Boulevard.
Right, Malcolm X Boulevard.
That's it. It's
Show
so-
up. You know, and what you say you believe, show up and profess that by being engaged and involved in the
Schools,
walk.
teachers, paraprofessionals. We want everybody. We want everyone to come out.
We want everybody.
Everyone.
This means you. We're going to change the game, the mindset.
Yes,
We have
ma'am.
everybody walking.
Everybody
We want the
walk.
brothers from the corner.
Yeah.
And from the corner
Yeah,
store.
and in front of that liquor store, y'all come on and join, because y'all know
They
jail.
ain't no good.
They know that.
If you start a conversation
They
on
know
any
that.
block, they'll begin to talk about the evils of
The evils,
incarceration.
the evils.
And so through that, a lot of us have learned and lived vicariously through those formerly incarcerated because they told the stories. Come out.
What y'all call that? Credible messengers, right?
Yeah, well,
and
they
we're
gotta be
asking
credible. It's
we're
not just
asking for-
because you were locked up.
No, but we're looking for the key word, credible messengers. Those who have changed their lives, those who are doing something, that are in the fight, that know the struggle.
Exactly.
We're asking for you guys to come forward. And any organization that's listening, please, what's the family that you're part of?
What, Street Corner Resource?
Yeah, but what do y'all do? And it's anti.
Yeah, anti-violence.
But it's
part of
the
the
big
crisis
management
management
system.
Absolutely.
Can we get all of the crisis management system family members, whether you in the Bronx, whether
Crisis
you in
management
Brooklyn,
system.
whether
It's a
you in
challenge. We're
Queens,
calling you
whether
out,
you
out.
out in Jersey, whether you in because Newark, I think they think so come on in to New York. And
Thank you,
please,
Tahira. I love you too.
come on out.
Tahira's on the Facebook Live.
I think
give a
Tahira's in the
shout out.
Bronx, right? Ain't she the Bronx?
No, she's in Africa right now.
Ooh,
She's creating
Baragani.
programming, working with people, doing some great things. Tahira J. Talibdeen. And
Assalamu alaikum.
yes, assalamu alaikum. She's doing some great things there.
Great.
So I just want to give her a shout out. I got to get to Senegal so I can see you, Tahira. Jail ain't no good. We walked that march plenty of times together. So I'm going to switch seats.
Yes,
We're going
ma'am.
to switch out.
Yes,
We're going to
ma'am.
go to a little music.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having
we'll
me.
be, thank you for coming.
Love and
Peace and
peace.
blessings. Okay. Bring it up.